And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right,
I was
welcome to
just going to
Giants.
talk about that right off the top of the show tonight, Eric. Our
Perfect.
buddy made that song for us.
Richard Cookerly.
I was singing it I'm always singing it when the show's intro, and then ironic that Sean jumps in at the top of the show while I was just about to say, we owe Richard, you and I think the chat, a lot of love for putting that together. That is a dandy. I go around the house singing it.
Exactly. And if you want some more AI songs generated by Richard Cookerly, go check out what is it? Surf Monk? What was it? No, what was it? Oh my
I can
God.
never remember his
Richard.
name.
Richard, if you're out there, I can't remember what it was, man. Gosh,
Hey,
dang
doing,
it.
buddy?
Good, man. Good. It
Sorry
would be
to-
better if the
on
Giants
your
won
toes.
today. They came out swinging the bats today, guys. So, well, I'll give them that. The Giants came out swinging the bats, but the pitching was not there. Justin Verlander, it wasn't sharp. Gave up 4 earned runs, and once St. Louis put that 6 spot up, it was going to be hard. I mean, they were only down by 1 for only a short bit. I mean, they came out there, right? They put 2 on the board. It was 6-4. Rafi Devers comes out. Hey, Glenn, that's one strong hombre. That is one strong hombre. He went opposite field home run to make it 6-5. Just wasn't enough, man. The pitching just didn't come through. Defense was sketchy, right? And some base running was a little bit weird today. Bailey tried to stretch out that double. There was no way he was making it in second base. I don't understand why he did that, but what are you going to do? Giants lose 6-5 in the first game in this 3-game series. Look, if they wanted any type of playoff chance whatsoever, any kind of glimmer, you had to go 6-0. It's done. There's no way the Giants are going to do anything. It sucks because, I mean, you had Verlander start game 1. You had it set up nicely. Again, he just wasn't sharp, Glenn, and this is what we got.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, in a game that at some point of the game, I was thinking, all right, Eric and I are going to start the show, and I'm going to give a little soliloquy on why they're playing well defensively. Well, of course, they lose the run on freaking errors. So, and I brought up to you in the green room, there was not so professional play at first base by Rafi Devers.
Mm-hmm.
He had the wrong foot in the bag, and you know what? But he's learning the position, and hell, he hit a home run today. So, if you know what? At least if a player makes a boo-boo, he poo-poos, and he comes back to make up for it in some way, shape, or fashion. You know, a guy makes a bad play, and the next inning hits a 2-run home run. Okay, you clean the slate. So, for those people who don't like Rafi Devers and the growth process of being an everyday first baseman, just trade him. Just get rid of. Why don't we get rid of Rafi Devers, Eric? You want me to get me going again tonight? This is ridiculous.
You're already. Grab a Pepsi, Glenn. Grab
Eric,
a Pepsi.
always, dude. I got a fresh one too, and it's not. Even I just don't. The attitude some nights toward the club. Now you and I we play it pretty much off the cuff. We'll come on here and tell you what we think. If I don't like a play, don't, but
which is fine.
But to say, I just get, how I get fed up and I lose my temper when it's just what I call idiotic type statements.
Well, I tell you,
idiotic statements. As like saying last week, I got a couple of texts. I'll be honest. I won't give the names. A couple of them. We had, we waited for Eldridge, and Eldridge goes, what? He was about 0 for 7 or 8 at one point before he got his hit, his double.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, they wanted him sent back down. You see, he can't hit. What? What are you doing? You're not a fan. Well, he sucks, Eric. He sucks. Why? Because he's 0 for freaking 8.
You know why? I'll tell you why. You know why people say that? Because they're not watching the games. They're looking at the box score, seeing an 0-4. If you watch his at-bats are incredible. Today he drew how many walks? 2 walks, I believe. We'll get into the box score here. But man, the guy has an eye. And look, Eldridge could be something special. We'll see, right?
You know what? You bring up the walk.
Late
innings. He walked in the 9th inning on an 0-2 count, Eric. He's like me.
Yes.
He's like me, Eric. He's like me. He's got an eye for baseball.
Nice. That was nice.
A good eye. 0-2, and he got on base. But then I was in the green. I'm going to bring it up off the top of the show. I want your take on this. So I said to Eric before we started the show, I said, Eric, my God, man, something that pisses me off. And a lot of things are pissing me off in the last 24 hours. But when I watched tonight's game, and it was the 9th inning, so I didn't even have a chance to kind of preview or text you about my thoughts. But when you get a guy on in the 9th inning with 1 out, and you immediately knew that they were going to pinch run for Eldridge.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he standing there like Frosty the Snowman with a carrot in his nose when he's not? You want to get to second base while there is still that batter in the box and you've got 1 out. You want to get him from second to home. You got 2 chances. He didn't move. Koss stood there, Eric. What are they doing? They are not. They're and you had thoughts in the show, but beforehand. But you can express them. But I don't understand. The topic, the name, came up on the hot corner last night, as did a few things. Of playing it, the Giants play it safe. Another thing that the Giants do to play it safe: get a runner on base in the 9th inning. You're down by 1 run, and you don't move the runner at first base. He's standing there. Why do they put in a pinch runner? Because they got to get speed. They got to move that runner over, Eric, whether it's a stolen base or go first to third. And the way they hit, it should have been steal and try to knock him in. You got 2 chances. What's they do? Because I'm losing my mind over that.
And that's the thing. They were swinging the bats pretty decent today. We'll get into the box score here in a little bit. But to your point, the thing I was bringing up, I don't know how well, honestly, Pajes, I don't know how he is behind the dish. Is he got a good arm? Does he have the pop time? The pitcher, is he quick to go to home plate? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that. But to your point, be aggressive. Because guess what? You still got to make the throw. You still got to go out there and make the throw. And if you get him, well, guess what? Chances are you ain't probably going to score anyways, right? I mean, be aggressive. To your point, there's nothing wrong with being aggressive. Look, we're at the time where every game counts now. 6 games to go. Well, before the game ended. I mean, and you got to a certain extent, hey, you got to go for broke. You got to go for broke, man. And gosh, dang. And
good thing you brought up, Eric. Can I interject? Good thing you brought up, because at some point during tonight's game, the thought in my mind, fluttering around in there aimlessly, was it was the 8th, 9th innings. I said, why are they playing this like it's the 3rd inning? The batters weren't, and I know you want to draw a walk. Well, is that are they so piss poor that's the only way they can get on? They were taking a lot. Look at Wilmer, taking a lot of pitches. I go, they're approaching the reliever like it's the 2nd inning, and they're trying to draw pitch count. Get up there. How many of those balls did you? What is it about a player in the 9th inning, Eric, when the ball is served up, a meatball,
and they let it go by,
and it's right down the plate? Because okay, now I'm ready. You should be ready when you step into the box, Eric.
They don't like to swing at the first pitch, man. And sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch that you're going to see in the entire at bat. And you got to take advantage of it. You have to, right? right? And there's times where you could take advantage of it, but and real quick, Cliff says, I'm so sick of, we'll go back to Devers. So sick of the Devers bashing from Giants fans. The guy is the best player on the team. That's a fact. The guy hit his 33rd home run opposite field. Look, and he's just learning the position. He's played his entire career at third base. There's going to be some growing pains playing at first base. He's used to playing on the opposite side of the diamond. He's probably got to break some bad habits as a first baseman because he was a third baseman. So there's going to be and look, he hasn't necessarily been a disaster at first base. He's been sufficient. He's been okay.
It's ironic, Eric. Remember the first time he played first base for the Giants at Oracle Park? I was there. He was blowing the ball. He was out of his league over there.
He was out of sorts.
Dude, he's turned it around.
He
I'm not going to criticize his play at first base over a play. That's like saying, well, Rafi Devers, 33 home runs there. That's great. But, remember he made that error. He made that error in whatever it is, the 154th game of the year. Come on. His value, what he gives you, is far superior to what he makes you suffer through, if you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. I mean, it's crazy. Hold on, let me see something. Yep, there we go.
And again, and it's also, and sometimes it's the positives that piss me off. I mentioned last night on the Hot Corner to start it, I was getting texts yesterday afternoon during the Giants game. Oh my God, McDonald, he's our number 4. It was his first major league start, Eric. That was his first start this year. And they were calling for it. Look, next year. They gotta gab him long term. They gotta start him next year. He's gotta be a star. I go, it's one freaking game. What is it with the recency bias?
Dude, it's bad.
And then when a guy starts his career 0 for 12, you want him banished to fucking Siberia. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Honestly, I don't. I don't. As you say, recency bias, right? But the thing is, they take one game and make these broad decisions, or they take 2 weeks worth. Hell, in baseball, even if you took a month's worth of baseball, that doesn't tell you the whole story because it's 162 games, and it's really hard to sit there and make a judgment over a 1 month. I've always said this: you give them 162 at the end of 162. Well, guess what? There's your whole season in a nutshell, so to speak. Sure, you could break down different parts of the season, and we don't. And the thing is, what we don't know, as far as what the players are doing, we don't know if they're battling something. They could have a nagging injury. It could be anything. Anything could be, and what is the reason why they're or scuffling or in a slump? But it's just, come on, and again, yes, and that's what I'm getting to. You know what? Hey, let's get into this. Let's do the box score, and we'll talk about Eldridge's plate discipline.
I got a little pent-up frustration, Eric, because as you know, was a hot topic last night. I don't care if they're eliminated. I tune on the ball game. Eric, you and I could do the show based on a box score. We could sit it out. I didn't.
Mm-mm.
I want to watch ball. I want to watch the Giants.
It's almost over.
It's almost over. It is over. Come on, Eric.
No. When I'm talking about baseball, okay. Giants baseball is almost over.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with watching a team. Dude, I can go down to the Sandlot and watch a senior ball league game. I don't know any of the guys playing. I don't know either team. But I can sit at the ballpark and watch a game. It doesn't have to be, for lack of a better word, meaningful. Sit down, enjoy the game, Eric.
Right. Exactly.
That's why last night it was a little heated. Anybody who was watching the Hot Corner. You don't mail it in, Eric.
No,
you don't mail it in, as a player or a franchise, and certainly you shouldn't mail it in as a fan.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. Look, I said this last night. You can root for your team however you want to, right? It's your own opinion. You can say whatever you want. For me, I cannot sit here and say, you know what? I want to watch this team lose. I cannot do that. Even if they're out of it, I just cannot do that because there's something wrong with that. Because you just want to see what these guys got at the end of the season. Are they serious about playing baseball for 162, or are they going to be a type of group that just says, you know what, we're out of it, so I don't want to play no more? Well, guess what? I don't want that person on my team if that's the case, right? If you're checking out, well, then why are you playing the major leagues?
I don't think I could have you on my team. I don't think I could sit down and in good faith do a show with you, Eric, if you had that mentality.
Right.
I'd be like, you're not a fan. Like, what are we doing here? Maybe
Right.
say, let's pack it in, Eric.
Yeah. I just couldn't do that.
And then I did get one text today where brutalized me. They're like, oh my God, you were so mad at people last night. You're not kind to them and they can have their opinion. People can have their opinion.
Yeah, sure.
People can have
There's
their
nothing wrong with
opinion. I think some of them are freaking idiotic, but you don't mail it in, Eric. And if you want to go back and watch last night's Hot Corner, you'll see what I'm talking about. You're either a fan or you're not a fan. I don't think there's any middle ground, Eric. You're either a fan of the team, you root for your team,
Well, yeah, there should be.
or go play in a Monopoly tournament. It doesn't matter. It's the first thing I can think of. But
Monopoly. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Tiddlywinks is my dad. Go play Tiddlywinks then.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
All right, there's the final.
Tiddlywinks. Isn't that like Jacks? Remember Jacks?
Yeah.
You bounce the ball and pick up the jack. I don't know. Those Jacks. Remember? You know the game Jacks?
Jacks.
Since I was like in grade 1, when I was a little wee whippersnapper, way back when, Eric. Those little Jacks looked like the fences they'd set up in the Civil War to me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Abatai. Look.
All right, take it away, Eric. Let's get this bullshit over with.
St. Louis wins 6-5. St. Louis 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Giants 5 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors.
Mm-hmm.
Winner is McGreevy. McGreevy had nothing either. The Giants were just crushing him, but
He didn't. And look at his record, though. I said he's a good pitcher, and I mean they just 2 errors killed us. But he's 8-3.
He's got the run support. If you got the run support, you're going to get the win.
Oh, boy.
Verlander is now 3-11 with a 3.88 ERA. Romero gets the save. Here we go. What the heck happened there?
I thought it was Jordan. That was JoJo?
JoJo Romero, yeah.
Yeah, JoJo was a man who thought he was a reliever.
Ramos, again, with another leadoff home run, had 2 hits today with 3 RBIs. Ramos had a big single, got freaking picked off at first base, though, man. That's the only thing that sucked, or I should say was thrown out at first base, was trying to get a little bit fancy on the base paths. That would have been... Gosh, if he stayed on first base, Devers was coming up. McGreevy was on the ropes. There could have been a possibility the Giants could have tacked on some more runs, but unfortunately it didn't happen.
There's a few zeros in the hit column there. And you know what? When you reach the bottom, Eric, you're going to see a magic number in there. You know why we put 5 runs on the board, Eric? Because we only had 5 strikeouts.
Exactly. All right, let me see something here. This thing's acting up on me. It's not. There we go.
I said it was bullshit, but at least we can.
Whatever. It's
let's
good enough.
take a look at it.
It's good enough. It's good enough. It keeps saying that I can't. It keeps saying gives me an error, but it's all good. Devers had a hit today. Also a walk. That one hit being an opposite field line shot to left center. Adames was 0-4. Chapman had a hit today. Eldridge 0-4, but he drew 2 big walks. Man, the guy can freaking work a count, man. He can work a count. He could be something special. Let's just keep an eye on him. Again, there's only 5 more games to go, guys, and that is it. And
that's why he's playing.
Exactly, and that's why he's playing. And look, if Dom Smith didn't get hurt, chances are he may not be up, but who knows? Right. Koss came in for a pinch runner. We talked about that. Schmidt had a hit today with a RBI. Right? No, he didn't have an RBI. He did have a nice hit though. Bailey 2 hits today. How about that? Again, try to stretch out a double. That was a mistake. Encarnacion was 0-4, but guess what? He played some decent defense out there in right field. We'll talk about that in a short bit. Gilbert was 0-4, and Flores was 0-4 in his pinch hitting attempt. What were the Giants?
You and I were critical about Bailey, and some people have reached out to me. They're a little concerned about our comments, and that's fine. Agree or disagree. They're saying, how can you be so critical of Bailey? He's their hottest hitter since the All-Star break. And I said, well, when Major League Baseball starts signing players to only half-season contract, maybe next year just sit him until the All-Star break, Eric, and then bring him in. Tell him, spend some time with kids, the wife, just stay home. but we want you back by the All-Star break because we know you'll show up. That's not, you cannot play half a season. You can't just, I'll be good one week and not another. You got to be consistent.
His last 2 months have been pretty good, which bodes well. Maybe he's figured something out. I don't know.
First half last year and he went in the toilet. So this
year,
that's
weird. Yeah, it's the opposite way. Yeah, isn't that weird? I don't. We'll see what happens next year.
I need more consistent. I need athletes who are consistent, Eric.
That's fair. Team with runners in scoring position 2 for 3, which isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not very many attempts or not very many runners in scoring position, which kind of sucked. Verlander, he didn't have it today, man. 4 1/3, gave up 9 hits. 4
I was texting. I sent you the one measly text in the ball game, and it was the 5th inning. How do I remember? Because I said to you, Eric, it's the 5th inning. There were runners on. They scored, and I go, I hope he's got someone up in the goddamn pen, Eric.
Yeah, he did, and he did. But it unraveled quick. That 4th inning was just, I should say the 5th inning was brutal.
And
it's
just
boom, 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 boom. And then next thing you know, in comes Beck, goes 2 2/3. Beck was okay. Gave up a hit, had 3 strikeouts. Gage came in for his inning of work, had a walk and a strikeout. And then Peguero actually looked pretty good, had 2 strikeouts. He
finally gave us an inning, huh? Struck out 2 in the 9th, and then they got that ground ball to take us home, bottom of the 9th. And again, I just don't understand putting in pinch runners. Why bother? Why bother, Eric, putting in a pinch runner if he is not in there to be used effectively?
Yeah.
I know. Get it.
And now, real quick to talk about Encarnacion. He didn't do much with the bat, but you know what? He played some pretty damn good defense. He played that carom off the wall perfectly.
Good
perfectly.
Arm.
Holy shit. You know what he did? He didn't go running after the ball knowing it's going to hit off the wall. He stayed like, freaking 30 to 50 feet back. He knew that thing was going to bounce back, and it bounced right back to him. Threw a shot to second base, kept the runner to first base. That was a fantastic throw. Good play, good throw. And he also, remember that pop fly, the guy was at third base, pop fly to Encarnacion, and he threw a seed to home plate, and it kept the runner at third base.
That's what I'm talking about. That was what an arm. He looked like Ellis Valentine out there.
His defense today was pretty good.
It was no Ichiro, but he was pretty good.
Chapman had a rough one. He threw a high ball to Devers. That one was rough. And then the one that was a killer today, Schmidt should have had that ball for that play at home plate, and he bobbled it, and it wound up costing the Giants 2 runs. Just could have been an entirely different game if he was able to field it, throw it home, because he had him. He had him at that home plate, and he bobbled it, and next thing you know, there comes across a run, and then another hit, another run comes across, and next thing you know, it goes from 4-4 to 6-4, and it's just that was it.
And I'm not good at the video work. That's your department. I mean, I'm good at just about everything else, but not the video work, Eric. And if I could put together, maybe we're going to have plenty to talk about in the offseason, and some nights we're not going to have anything to talk about. So one of the things I'd like to spend a show on is why I am a traditionalist. Some things I don't like changed, but I'm starting to buy in on, you know what, we need a better system for calling balls and strikes at home plate. My God. There are so many.
Wilmer strike 3. Wilmer strike 3 was
so many calls where the player takes ball 4 and he's called out, and vice versa for that matter, Eric. Pitches that are in the same spot. I think you call it pitch framing. I think that umpires are totally screwed now by these catchers who catch the ball and go and move it 3 feet.
Well,
and then he's I don't know. By the end of the game, his head's on a swivel.
I've never umpired, so I don't know. But it seems to me, where the ball is being caught, regardless of where the glove is coming.
Yes. And I think the catchers look freaking stupid sometimes.
I don't understand.
You see them catch a ball that's like a foot outside the strike zone.
I mean, if you're seeing
right,
if you're right, and that's what I'm trying. Look, like I said, I never umpired, so I don't know how hard it is. But if you see a catcher's glove come over here, look, if he's setting up on us this side of the plate, right, and next thing you know, you see him catch and then have to bring it over. Wouldn't that clue an umpire in as like, hey, maybe that might have been? I mean, you got to do it like instantaneously.
Yes,
but I don't get it. And
vice versa. To your point. Vice versa, if you're a catcher, you can't talk about pitch framing. If you're a catcher and that ball is right on the corner. You feel it's a strike. Why are you catching? Do not move that ball.
Yeah.
Or the old trick was you catch it and the glove would kind of turn.
Tilt.
Now, why, if you think it's a strike, why are you whipping it
Yeah.
3
That's what you used
feet
to
up
see a
into the
lot,
strike zone?
right? Matter of fact, Buster used to do that, right? He would just give that little flick of the wrist.
Yep.
He'll catch it and then flick it. He'll flick. It wasn't the
Get the big meat of
exaggerated.
the glove over the plate with the ball there. I think if I was an umpire and my attitude toward these things, I would be there. I don't care if it's ball or strike. You start whipping it and try to show me up, everything's going to be a freaking ball. That's what they're really trying to do, the umpire. This, pull it up. They're trying to, you call that stealing? I think it's stupid.
Stealing a strike. Yeah.
Stupid. I think it costs them as much. It's like analytics to me, Eric. People say, oh, well, analytics, you got to do it. I don't think they win any more than they lose just by simply doing analytics. They're simply taking the players that people want to see out of the lineup. Like Jung-Hoo Lee. You tell me there are a lot of people heading home from Oracle Park tonight pissed that Jung-Hoo Lee wasn't in the lineup.
Yeah.
And it's becoming I'm a little concerned.
And it makes me wonder, maybe he's battling something. Or maybe they just want to get a better look at Gilbert, because Gilbert can play a hell of a. Hey, let's talk about that. How about Gilbert's play in center field? That guy could go out there and he's good. He's got a glove on him and he could get after it, man.
There's one thing I didn't like about his play tonight. One thing. And I'm not going to be overly dramatic, but when the ball is like on the 7th row, stop with the Spider-Man climbing fences and you don't shot at it. Stop show. The showmanship is going to get him in trouble some night. He's going to be like Kevin Pillar. It's going to turn into every great dramatic catch is going to be another poo-poo platter served up cold, because I saw him on the weekend and twice tonight. He's scaling the wall. I go, like the 15th row. Stop it.
You ain't getting that.
I just think he looks stupid. I think I gotta climb the wall. Hey, look at me. Hi, Mom. It's like, I gotta get on TV. I'm eating shirts and bats
and look, this is gonna be interesting how the offseason is gonna go. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And look, the Giants are about to have. The hell was that? It sounded like something blew up.
It's the military flights.
Nice. The 18s.
In and out all day. Yeah.
18s or the 35s. I think you guys got 35s.
It's these ones that when they fly by, the windows shake.
Yeah. But the Giants have a good possibility of having 4 players who've hit 20 home runs. All right.
Not bad.
Right? Ramos is 1 home run away from 20. You got Ramos with 19. You got Chapman with 21, Adames with 28, and Devers with 33.
Can Adames
pretty good.
hit 30? Can he hit the 30?
That's what I'm rooting. I'm kind of rooting for that. I want to see him freaking hit his 30, and I want to see what Eldridge can do.
I think he's going to fall short simply because of the ballpark.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
The way he's hitting. Ooh.
Yeah, he hit some. Didn't he hit? He hit some hard ball. He almost hit. He hit one to the wall today, right? Yeah, to center field. Got to the warning track, if I'm not mistaken. So he got close. Let's see what happens. Hey, let's talk about this. I don't know. Did you hear who is on the taxi squad for the San Francisco Giants? Someone that's getting a little workout in. He's not on the roster, but they have brought up Jesus Rodriguez. He's on the taxi squad. He can't be in the dugout during the game or anything like that. But before a game, they have him catching bullpens. They have him in a batting cage. They want to see what this kid has. And that's interesting.
As a Giant fan, I don't even like that term. For years, we've had a taxi squad. Jump in the taxi, you're going to Sacramento. Hop in a taxi,
I know.
You're going to San Francisco.
Yep. And everyone keeps bringing up, hey, Wilson, I get it. Strikeouts are part of the game. I don't like it, but that's part of the game. Everybody strikes out. Tell me who doesn't strike out. Who doesn't strike out in the major leagues anymore? Everybody does. It's just the way the game's played right now. Everybody has strikeouts. And I don't know why everyone points it out. You know why they point it out? Because his batting average sucks. 226. Horrible batting average, right? That's true. That's horrible.
There you go.
But how many guys are out there having decent batting averages? Not very many. It's been that way for a while. Look, And I'm
I
the
don't
first
like
to say,
it.
I hate it. I hate it, but that's how baseball is. And I hope there's going to be a change. I want to see guys that are batting 280, 290, man. That would be a pleasant
And that's
surprise.
why I think the change has to come. The mental side of this ball club, they've got to approach it like the Milwaukee Brewers, Eric. Get them on and start running, steal bases. Why are the Milwaukee
what,
Brewers
though?
one of the top teams in baseball? Or why are they a solid shot at the World Series? Because they get on and they move the runners over.
How about this,
they
though?
produce runs themselves. They don't, well, maybe we'll get a hit. They move, they get guys on, go, steal, run. And you got to approach it like a good coach, good manager would. Get on. I would say to you, Eric, I don't care if you get thrown out. I don't care. You get on there and you make it happen.
And
like
how about this?
What you said earlier, when you're trying to make it happen, you're pressuring the other team.
Yes.
The catcher's throwing balls into the outfield, dropping them.
Yes.
You're playing mental games, and if you do it early enough, by the end of the game, the guy's having a breakdown. You're screwing with it.
Right. That's fair. That's a good point. A little psychological warfare going on. And to your point, Glenn, think about this. You don't even have to be fast anymore. Juan Soto has 30 stolen bases. Kyle Schwarber, I think he's in the double digits. It was a couple of weeks ago. He got his 10th steal. I think it happened during the Giants game, a matter of fact. Come on. If these guys are able to steal, Chapman, Adames, right? Jung-Hoo Lee, those guys should be able to steal backs. It's up to the club. Are they sending their guys, or are they holding them back? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it is.
It's got to be addressed, Eric. It's got to be addressed. And it's something else. Maybe you don't agree, but hey, I'm throwing it out there. And that's one thing about our show. 99% of the time, really, we don't script it, Eric. I'll throw something out.
No.
Hey, if you don't like it, tell me. Or the fans, let's have at it. I like to have open debate. It's not a good show if we're not debating. If we all go, yep.
Yeah.
So, Eric, I feel that it's important now, especially this Giant lineup. You get a guy, a speedster. Oh, my God. Chandler Simpson. Oh, freak.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Thursday tomorrow, if we could get him. Get a guy with speed, and you get him to lead off. Because if you have a pitcher who's worried about the guy at first base, and you've got to face Devers and Adames and Chapman, that too plays mental warfare on the pitcher. You got to worry about who you're facing at this point, not the runner.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to serve up meat. You're going to make a mistake,
Right.
or the catcher will make a mistake. You force the team into allowing you to score, and I don't think the Giants are trying to will runs rather than make it happen.
Right. Read to see. They also need to learn how to. I tell you what, man. I see these other teams laying down beautiful. The Dodgers are laying down bunts today. The St. Louis Cardinals was laying down bunts. The Arizona Diamondbacks were laying down bunts. I mean, my gosh, dude. Why not? Why not? That it can be a weapon, especially if you're playing those extreme shifts.
We lost that weapon. You know who our best bunter, in my opinion, on that team was Yastrzemski.
Yeah, he was a good bunter.
Patrick
Bailey is a good bunter.
Down a solid bunt, and even he would lay one down to try to reach base there.
You know who would be fantastic if Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's what I just said. Jung-Hoo Lee got to start bunting more. Especially look at the side of the plate he's on, man. He's already got a step and a half.
Yes.
Advantage.
Right. And if you're going to keep playing the extreme shift where your third baseman's over there in the shortstop, then bunt.
Yeah.
Just do it. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong. There's no harm. Guess what? You got to run at first base. Come on. JB, our buddy from the land down under. $2 Australian said, did you see the Giants guide to base running on YouTube? I have not. How is it? Fill us in, JB. How is that?
Must be a short video.
But my gosh, man, that would just be awesome if they could go out there and get someone. Look, and I tell you what, Giants, go out there, spend money on get Bo Bichette. I want Bo Bichette at second base.
You want Bo Bichette? I want somebody who's got. And
you got to trade for an outfielder who matches the descriptions that you're talking about. Has some speed, has defense, and has a batting average. But who's out there that dude? We talk about Stephen Kwan, right? I know that. I don't know how if they could
I
get
don't
that
even
done.
want to talk about that.
I don't even know if they can get that done.
How did that grow legs too? All of a sudden, had the Cleveland Indians come out and sent out a press release to Major League Baseball saying, "Hey, we're moving them." So who says they're moving them, Eric?
We don't know. We don't know what type of internal talks are going back and forth. We have no idea.
That'd be the same thing if 10 teams in Major League Baseball were doing their show, or the fans were doing their sports talk lives. And every night they're like, here's what we got to do. We got to get Webb. And the fans in our chat would be all screaming, he ain't for sale. He ain't for sale. But a fan base starts thinking out loud and it grows legs. And all of a sudden, I think half of the people in here think we're going to get him, Eric. We're going to get him. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, to start throwing, Eric, why don't you throw in Bichette and Judge in the offseason too?
Yeah.
Let's go out and trade. Let's get Judge, Eric. And you think I was crazy, but hey, if we say it, it must be true. Where did this Kwan talk come from, Eric? He's an all-star.
He is. But here's the thing. The reason I think I understand because the Giants need a guy like a Stephen Kwan, right? The guy that is what Buster Posey is ultimately looking for. A guy that hits for average, plays great defense, and he can run. And and he's got a little pop in his bat as well. But
they got Devers. You cannot always go out and acquire
the two guys that they need to get, right, are guys that are going to be high contact, low strikeout, and plays good defense. Now, who is out there that matches those characteristics of a baseball player?
Luis Ariz.
You know what? The thing he's lacking in the two of the things. Does he not strike out? Does he make contact?
Never strikes out.
But he can't play defense, and he can't run.
He struck out the other night in the ball game. I watched a game some evening last week. I had the game on because I can't remember who they played. But anyway, I think it was the Mets. I think they were playing the Mets, didn't they, last week? The Padres? So I had the game on, and Ariz struck out, and the broadcasters were just, he hadn't struck out in like 4 months, Eric.
Yeah, he doesn't strike out. Look, he's got the bat. But
what does that allow you to do? Put the bat in the ball. And somebody was, that's another thing. I was like losing. I couldn't wait to get off the hot corner, to be honest with you, last night, Eric. I was losing my freaking mind. Somebody in the hot. I responded, but couldn't even get into a debate with them when they said that, you would never want him on the ball club, Eric. He can't hit. I go, the guy's batting like 298 and he's got a 326 career batting average. This day and age, Eric, that's like having your 400 hitter. That's what that's like. So you can't say a guy with a 326 career batting average is not a good hitter. And a guy he's nibbling at 300 for the season, Eric. And that in this day and age is epic.
It is. No,
a guy like that is not, he can't hit.
But no, he could hit. Problem is, where does he play in the defense? He's not going to DH. He can't play first base, right? Because we already got a first baseman. So Arias, to me, is off the board. You ain't going to have him at second base. Oh my God, it would be an absolute disaster out there. So Arias is not the answer, unfortunately, because he just doesn't have the defensive skills to be able to be out there. He's going to go to someone where he's going to be a DH.
Very fair point. But you cannot just say, well, I mean, what if somebody came to Buster Posey in the offseason and said, you know what, you give us 2 of your minor leaguers and a 10th round pick, and we'll give you a rise. We're going youth. Would you just go, no, don't have, you make room for him. You do it. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you acquire him, Eric.
He's going to be a free agent, by the way. Yeah.
You trade him.
He's going to be a free agent. Here, you guys want to do this real quick? Why not? I'll just show you what is available.
Degrees here today. Hey, by the way, I didn't even hit wardrobe tonight. I'm soaked. I no air conditioning, as many of you know, up here. But Eric, you got wardrobe. I see you changed your shirt in the last couple of hours. You were on the Marty Laurie show. You had the other shirt on.
No, it's the same.
It's Metallica.
It's the same shirt. No, it's the same shirt.
The lighting then, because in the other show it looked white, and this one.
You know why? Because the sun was out.
There you go. Well, the sun has set on the San Francisco Giants, guys. Tonight, 6-5 loss. Errors. I mean, I think Giants did Giants things tonight, Eric.
Pitching just wasn't there.
No,
the
put them in the
wasn't
disadvantage.
And that sucked. Because, look, Verlander's been one of the best pitchers. So, I mean, all right, here we go. What do we got?
But to turn around your future, Eric, you have to have a ball club that, hey, if you score 5 runs and your pitcher's not really having a good game, then, keep them to 4 runs. If your pitching score allows 8 runs, then go out and score. Have it like opening day against the Mariners. They score 11, you score 12. That's why I like the start of the season, Eric. And I said they're not going to keep this up. They cannot do this. They cannot do this for 162 ball games, Eric. You just can't do it.
And you know what? The Mets, they're falling by the wayside, man. They're falling by the wayside.
Well, isn't it fair? Somebody said to me today, the Mets, they're so much better. I go, you know what? The Giants, Eric, it hasn't been so much the Mets have taken control and are running away. The Giants have handed them a playoff position, Eric.
I know. The Giants were handed a playoff position.
And they handed it right back.
Yes.
It's like the 2x2 relay.
Right.
No, you take it. The hot potato. You remember hot potato? We were talking tiddlywinks. Remember hot potato? No, you take it. No, you take it.
Yeah, right.
Or what is that game you used to go? The one chair and 2 people go around it.
Yeah, musical chairs.
It's musical MLB's musical chairs, Eric. The last one sitting.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's going to come down to. Let's
How
look
about
at this.
The Reds too. The Reds are also. Dude, you know what? For argument for laugh's sakes, I just wish Cincinnati would sneak in because they're the team I thought would be the unsung heroes of the year.
Yeah, we talked about it in the beginning of the offseason that I wasn't worried about the Reds, and look, they're doing something.
Yeah.
Let's look at this real quick. Unrestricted free agents for this upcoming free agency.
I'm gonna get a
Gleyber Torres.
I'm gonna get a drink of water, Eric. I'll surprise everyone.
Okay, there you go. Would you like Gleyber Torres? Gleyber Torres. How about that? Would you guys? Josh Naylor, nope. Already got a first baseman. Luis Arias, nope. I don't see that. Just don't see it. Yohan Moncada, nope. Paul Goldschmidt, nope. Bo Bichette, yes. Bo Bichette. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's take a gander at something here. Let me plug them in as I'm doing this. How about that? Just give me a minute here, guys. Trying to work over here. All right, here we go. Let's do all seasons. Boom. Bo. There's that one. Okay. All right. Now let's keep looking on the list. Eugenio. I know I'm butchering it. Eugenio Suarez. No. Luis Rengifo. Would you take Luis Rengifo? Luis Rengifo. I don't know if that's a guy or not. I don't think. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Willie Castro. Okay. Let's throw him in there. There he is. Who else we got? Josh Bell, no. Wilmer Flores, no. Miguel Rojas, no. Adam Frazier, no. Ryan O'Hearn, no. Jose Iglesias, no. Miguel Andujar, no. Ahmed Rosario, no.
Ooh.
Brendan Rodgers. Would you take a Brendan Rodgers? No. Ildermo Vargas, no. Paul DeYoung, no. Ty France. Arcia, no. Dom Smith. Problem is he's a first baseman. Carlos, no. Chris Taylor, no. And now we're getting into some other. Oh, look at that. The heck? Why do I have Murakami in here already? What the hell's going on here? Because he's going to be available next year. Wow. Anyways, okay. Let's take a look at this, guys.
I hope nobody said yes to Ring Thing. I can never even say his name. You didn't do much.
Rengifo. All right. Let me bring this up. I got 3 guys in here. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like.
You can do a vote. Or are you putting up the stats?
Just going to put up the stats and tell me what you guys think. As far as Potential second baseman. All right, there you go. Gleyber Torres, 18.8 WAR. When you look at the WAR, again, you're taking into consideration his defense. Gleyber Torres, Bo Bichette, pretty similar. But now let's look at the offense, 265 to 294, 338 to 337, pretty equal. Slugging, pretty equal. OPS, somewhat equal. Man, they're pretty similar players, huh?
You know what I like, Eric, is the fact that Bo Bichette was kind of being written off by our fans. And look, he bounced back with a 294 this year.
Yeah, he did.
Big bounce back.
Oh, no. This is career. This is career. This isn't just this year.
Oh,
these are career numbers.
Me. Yeah, thanks, Eric. But I tell you,
Career.
without looking it up, I know he did have a good bounce back year for a guy who was hurt last year. Who got hurt, ironically, at Oracle Park. I was there for that game.
Yeah, that's right. He was.
That was the game that Ernie Clement made the big breakout.
Yeah, that's where he had, what, 2 shots or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got Bo, you got Gleyber. Okay. They're both fairly similar, right? Not too bad. Torres has got a little bit more pop. Bichette I like Bichette. That's me. I would like to have Bichette. But if you had to get Torres, I don't think that's horrible. Do you? He's still fairly young. He's still in his high 20s. Same thing.
Maybe Bichette, depending on what they do this postseason, because the Blue Jays have already locked in a ticket to the postseason.
And that's the thing. And here's the thing, right? To your point, but they've also spent a lot of money. They dropped a lot of money on Santander. They dropped a lot of money on Vlad Guerrero Jr. I mean, what do they do? Do you think they'll go drop a look? Bo Bichette is. What do you think Bo Bichette garners? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. He's going
to get a fair chunk, Eric, but he can be had with our payroll. And Rob says Bo won't come here. Well, Rob, you were probably not then one of the countless on our list who said, "Oh my God, Willie Adames, Eric, will never come here." If you sit down, take him to lunch, and you open up the checkbook, if that number's, to his liking, he will sign here, Eric.
Right.
All he needs is open checkbook and a helicopter ride.
Oh, did you say helicopter? Oh, man.
Fire up the
Oh, man.
We got to get a new
There we go. There we go.
Well, that one sounds like Vietnam. I need the A-team chopper.
Oh!
Is that Bo? Oh, he flew away, Eric.
He's gone now. He's gone.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back.
But
and you know what? Playing it,
maybe
a young guy. Bo Bichette has had problems with injuries. I go back to it's the Andre Dawson rule, Eric. Find yourself a little pasture somewhere you don't have to play on turf.
There you go.
Good for the body and good for the soul, and it'll be good for the San Francisco Giants.
Guess where he played in college? Arizona State. There's a certain former San Francisco Giant who also went to Arizona State. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm trying to connect the dots. Everyone knows, right? Everyone knows what.
Yeah, but that player would just call him up and say, "Bo, get the fuck over here."
Yeah, why not, right?
Or chase him with a bat.
I hope some of the chat knows who was a former Giant that went
to
ASU.
Am I on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he can be had, Eric.
How come they're not showing?
And I think the team is starting to become a little more, even though we're not going to make the postseason, I think this offseason, it's a little more enticing for a guy who's played in the big leagues for a few years, Eric. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I can get a payday and I can play with Chapman, Adames, Devers, and I consider myself a great ball player.
Right. Come on. Right. Doesn't that do something? Hunter Bishop. Cliff, not Bishop. Come on. Not Hunter Bishop. Come on. Barry Lamar Bonds, man. Come on. Come on. But my goodness, I think that's the guy you need to go get. No, his defense isn't the greatest at shortstop. But if you're at second base, it's going to be a little bit better. My gosh, man, that would be nice. That would be nice. You go out there, you get a starting pitcher, you get a damn second baseman, and then you got to look. You're gonna have to trade for an outfielder. You
Eric.
have to. You have to trade for an outfielder. There is
Eric.
no one. There's no one available in the free agent for as an outfielder this year. They all suck.
Eric, you see why fans are quick with the they love the keyboard, Eric. They love to attack you with the keyboard. You see Rob says, I'll bring it up. Rob says, Glenn, you started the sentence with Chapman. Ha 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 ha. Diabolical. Eric, why would I start Bo Bichette coming here to play with Chapman, Devers, Adames?
Speaking of which, hey,
Why would I start it with that? Chapman and Bichette were teammates. Eric.
Correct.
And I believe
You are correct.
Oh, my bell's broke. It's because I got the water sitting there. Anyway.
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
Yes, Rob. That is why. And Chapman, although it's going back a ways now, Eric, he is on record saying, I want to talk guys into coming here.
Right.
We all thought Vladdy Guerrero, which might have been a leap. They were teammates. Anyway.
There could be something there.
And I don't know why would he move to. I think they're thinking, Hate Street, hippies, and Bo Bichette he's got a brush cut now. He's got short hair.
Look at the right. To your point, it is attractive for free agents. Look, don't tell me that Chapman and Adames and Devers doesn't do something for a potential free agent. I think those are pretty good teammates, right? Right? I mean, and you're going to get paid. The money's coming.
Order up.
So all you got to do is you pay the guy. You got a nice core, right? You got a damn president of baseball operations who was a former World Series champion and an MVP. Come on, man. Why? How is that not enticing to a potential free agent? Look, is Bo Bichette looking to hit 300 home runs? No, he's not. That is a guy that you go out and get. Same thing with Gleyber Torres. These guys aren't looking for numbers with home runs. They probably just want to win. Look, and every player probably wants to win. I'm just saying, they're not stat hunting like some other players may want. There may be players out there that say, you know what, I want to have big numbers at the end of my career. Bo Bichette, dude, he is a contact hitter. Come on, man.
Yeah. And then Rob bounces back with fair point, but he's got to see it. You got to see the press conference. Eric, we look back a few years. Nobody thought Chapman was coming here. Nobody dreamed. And you're bullshitting me if you tell me, oh yeah, it was done deal. Adames was coming here. Come on. And then to get Devers. Nobody. Did you in your wildest dreams think that Devers would be wearing orange?
No,
Eric.
Dude, I'd let you know my famous oh shits. Yeah, I was like, no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Devers to the Giants, guys. Devers to the Giants.
I couldn't believe it. That was just, I couldn't believe it. I mean, that was something. Gus, what's up, Eric? All those gentlemen are great teammates. They are. We saw it. Glenn, me and you saw it. We witnessed it firsthand at a game. You could see they have, from what it looked like, from what we saw, they enjoy playing baseball together.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And sitting in those seats, you and I got something that night. And for me, I go to probably at least 40%, maybe half. I go to half the season live. But that one night, it's like the Tragic Lip, one night in Toronto, one night at Oracle Park, you and I got to see something that I never get to see. We spent a whole night sitting, looking into that dugout.
That was awesome.
What a different tale of the tape. You don't see the shenanigans and the high-fiving and the carrying on and the positive vibes, and they were carrying them that night. Adames was carrying on with the fans, and it was a great night. I called the Wilmer shot. We were having a great time.
Yeah.
So to get to see that, when I'm sitting up even in the lower bowl there, you're sitting in that lower bowl, you don't see in the dugout. You don't get to hear. We were hearing things and seeing things that most fans don't, including myself.
It's awesome. Cliff Martinez. Oh, you're going to love this one, Glenn. One player I'd like the Giants to inquire about is Ernie Clement. 3.9 WAR, batting average at 279, could be an upgrade at second base. Entering arbitration next season. Interesting.
We're gonna have to start handing out the chat of the night award. I'm gonna give it to Cliff tonight. That's a good one.
Cliff, man. Let's
coming in strong.
look at that. Hold on. Let's see what this kid's got here. And
And
look,
by the way, who was in on Ernie Clement from the get-go?
you were. And here's the
I
thing.
was.
And here's the thing. Oracle Park cannot hold in the power of Ernie Clement.
Dude, that's again another case of, hey, we don't have Giants who can hit the ball out of the park. Well, other teams sure do.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a couple of moonshots that night. I'm like, who is that? I even had to, Eric, be honest with you, I had to do let me Google this guy. Who is, because he came into play for the defense.
The only thing I don't like about Ernie is his on base isn't the greatest. He doesn't like his batting average is very close to what his on base is, so he doesn't like to draw one. So he's got some aggressiveness to him. But look, a 279 average and a good WAR. That means he plays some excellent defense at second base. So,
but that's the Blue Jays kind of player, Eric. They've got a whole roster of guys. I think that's how they wanted to put this team together. They've got an entire roster of guys who put the ball in the bat, or play the bat in the ball.
The bat in the ball.
Way. Yeah, they let the ball come to the bat and they give it a pop, and they're not striking out.
It's funny how you say that. It reminds me, and this is going off topic a little bit. Juan Rodas had a great story talking about when he was the bench coach for Felipe Alou. And he said Felipe Alou was an amazing manager. His baseball knowledge was just absolutely incredible. But he always said with the older players, he always said, I got to get them out of there. The bat or the ball is attacking the bat. I love it, dude. Isn't that a great analogy? I got to get him out of there. The ball is attacking the bat. That is just, dude, I love that kind of stuff where you just hear these veterans of the game, the savants. And he goes out, the ball is attacking the bat. That is just great stuff right there.
That's why I like the countless book collection I've got, Eric. You can always find little tidbits if you read enough stories.
I tell you what, you read some old school baseball books. It's fun to read, man. It really is. You just get into a little bit of the nuance of what is going on rather than just the X's and the O's, so to speak. You're getting the personality. You're getting how they think and how they feel. I love that stuff, dude. That's just a historian in me, though. So Cliff Martinez says he's only struck out 60 times this season with 524. That's amazing. That's amazing, dude. Ernie. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good.
Kind of ball player you want on your bench, isn't it?
Maybe. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, you know what? You could use him as a bench player.
Like I said on the show last night, I do not need, and this became a bit of a heated, everything we talked about was heated last night. You do not need to put a roster together simply based on pop, Eric.
No! Thank you, man. Look, home runs are great, but the Giants got plenty of those guys. Go out there and go get those contact. And I think that's what Posey's doing. Look what he did. Look what he traded for. Look what he drafted. You could see the mind working with Buster Posey by looking on who he traded for and who he drafted. Rob, do you like Bill James or do you not like Bill James? Because Bill James wrote a fantastic book. The Historical Abstract. Oh my God. That is a fantastic. It's a history book. Rob, if you haven't read that book, you need to go read it because it is a fantastic book. Fantastic. It's a little bit dated because I think he only goes up to like the early 2000s. But my God, dude, that is a great book. Baseball Historical Abstract. Good stuff.
And if you search out there, use bookstores, even online, there are so many great books.
Dude, there's so many
that were written about the Giants, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
They can be had on, you look on eBay, just type in Giants books. You'll find books, used books, and they look like they're brand new. They go, oh, well, slightly used. They look like they're new. You can get them for $4.95 free shipping. I have ordered so many books, and even if it's a chapter in there, Eric, you just learn something. Enjoy
You do. I
even
turned
put
you
me
on.
onto a few books. You put me
Yeah,
onto
how
that.
about the glory of their times?
Yes, I liked it so
Awesome.
much. I would read along with it. Or if I'm doing some paperwork, doing some like my real job, I would put it
Have
on
it on
the
in the
MP3 player. I'd listen to it during the day. I have the
Yeah.
audiobook.
It's awesome.
So, yeah.
It's a great book. I try to read that book every year before the season starts. I like to read that book.
Can you read, my child? Can you read? Geez, I'm glad we had a pretty good turnout earlier. It's been fluctuating. You know what, Eric? Our ratings go down the tube starting tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, I know. It's getting to that time of the year, but
Yeah,
but we will be here for playoff baseball.
Well, we were doing so well. We were becoming such a threat in the evening hours for ratings. I see ABC's bringing their man back to go up against Giant Sports Talk Live. Kimmel's back. Maybe we should have signed him. He was available last week, Eric. Maybe we should have signed him.
Yeah, right. No kidding. So,
I told you I was a big fan of him because he, you know where he got his start. I've said this before. See if you were listening. Where did Jimmy Kimmel get his start?
I don't remember.
Win Ben Stein's money.
Oh, really? No kidding. Win Ben Stein's money. I forgot all about that.
Bueller.
Man.
Bueller.
Yep.
And he was so dry.
Yep.
Eric,
He's smart as a whip, though. Smart as a whip.
The Giants will have a great offseason. I don't know why everyone's so upset. I'm a little upset right now, but the Man Show, there's so many.
All right, here, let's do this. Hold on, I already see it out there. I see it out there.
Oh, I opened up a can of worms. Cryptic's all upset.
All right,
I don't know why he would say. You know what? Nah, I won't put him in timeout. But
no, Cryptic's good.
I know, but don't say that.
Yeah, you don't need to go there.
Again, this is just, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's a douchebag. I don't like anybody being called a douchebag.
Yeah, I hear you.
Keep it real. Keep it clean.
Here we go.
That time of night again?
It is.
Want me to do the first one tonight, or you want to do the?
Sure, I don't care. You want to do the first?
I'm just quickly pre-reading.
Perusing.
Usually I get the nasty the words I don't even know what they mean. All right. Oh, great tiger, a pounce grown weary, yet stars may grant one more hunt for a game. The Crimson Mohawks strike with fury. Oracle holds her flock of seagulls. Of late inning fade.
His bat resounds. Yet I ran so far away. A base betrayed. Undone. Orange would be wishing. If I had a photograph of you, should he be beat? Will you do this again?
Take two.
Should he be bartered for the prodigal son?
Now I can break that down. I'm starting to figure out who Nostradamus is, Eric. You understand tonight's? I totally get it.
What you got?
Wishing, if I had a photograph of you.
Yeah.
I ran so far away.
Okay.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Mountain Winery. I went to see a flock of seagulls.
The seagulls, and he talked about it in the very beginning.
And those are their songs.
Gotcha. Oh, got you.
And I ran so far away.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Photograph
of you. Good song.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so I'm starting to. I'm thinking. I'm figuring out the musical tendencies here, Eric.
So, what do you think he means by being bartered for the prodigal son?
Well, I didn't say I have fucking Eric. Yeah, I didn't say that I'm writing my own thesis paper on this or anything. God.
Oh man, that's great.
Can't you just be happy I came to the table tonight? God, it's never enough. It's never enough for Eric.
Oh man, that's good.
Jesus,
that's freaking good, man. I love it.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh,
you're a tough man to keep happy. Holy cow! Anyway, good job, Nostradamus. but
That
I'm
was a good
trying to
one.
figure you out. I think I know who it is. I think you know who it is too.
I think it is, but I don't think it's who it.
I don't want to give it away.
I've inquired, and it's not who I thought it was. No,
Really?
no.
So it's
figure it
not
out.
the person I would assume with the musical.
Correct.
Oh, then maybe I'm off base as usual.
I know it's weird.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Cliff. Since the season officially done, here's my Microsoft Word 2026 Giants. Left field, Eldridge and Ramos. Or it's either, I don't think it's both, one or the other. Center field, Jung-Hoo Lee. Right field, Nootbaar.
Okay. I don't know what that came from,
Third
but-
base, hold on. Chapman, Adames, then Clement. First base, Eldridge and Devers. Catcher, Bailey, DH Devers. Interesting.
Well, then let me ask you, Eric. Next year,
Interesting.
Nootbaar, Clement. Are you going, what do we do? We haven't done anything. We haven't done enough. Or are you like, okay.
Hold on, let's see.
Or is the right field Nootbaar just a little recency bias because you got a chance to see him tonight?
No, I don't think so. Hold on, let me look.
Cliff?
Cliff's
Where's
pretty
that
good
one?
at this stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Shark season, Cliff. Coming up.
I don't know, man.
Nothing.
I don't know about Lars. I don't know about
Cliff
Lars.
Martinez, what is that shield he has now?
NHL,
What does it stand for?
National Hockey League.
Oh, boy.
How about that?
You're bringing
How
it.
about
tonight.
that?
You're bringing the heat.
I don't know about. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want Nootbaar. I think I have to pass on that. They're gonna have to trade for someone better. They have to.
Cryptic says the staff. It's the pitching
Yes,
staff. The
pitching
is more
staff.
important. Well,
They
I
have
don't know about more important, Eric. I don't care what kind of pitching you have. When you're striking out 16 times and getting 3 hits a game, you got big fish to fry.
Yeah, they got to get a. They got to get a good starting pitcher, and then I would be okay with signing Verlander as your number 5. I'm okay with that, honestly.
But then
I am.
bullpen, they got to restructure.
And then
this
the bullpen.
and
Look,
a closer.
the
And
good thing
there's
about
a lot of work. They won't get it all done this offseason, Eric.
bullpen arms are easy to get, though. Those aren't hard. The only thing that's hard is to get your closer. To get other arms is easy. Easy. The money needs to be spent in pitching. Yeah. Yep.
Cliff says the Sharks looked good last night versus Vegas, Eric. I believe it was a 3-0 victory, but Cliff,
Mm.
I think it was game 1 of the preseason. Like, it's baseball, Eric. I'm focused. We got a week to go. I don't want to talk about hockey. Got a week to go.
Yeah.
Got a game tomorrow night I got to worry about.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I don't mail it in.
No.
And Eric doesn't mail it in.
No. Matter of fact, I'm going to 2 games this week, man. Why? Because I want to go watch some damn baseball.
Oh, did you get the text message yesterday? It was make a great poster. Robbie Dizzle's picture at the game.
Oh, yeah.
I said, nice. He said, dancing with the Dizzle.
Dancing with the Dizzle.
I said, what? I said, holy
Robbie.
cow. Hey, I said, Dizzle, the ladies' man. He goes, dancing with the Dizzle. I said, oh, hanging out with the cheerleaders at the 49 game. I go, I honestly, Eric, I have to wave the white flag and like put up my hands and go, Robbie, is there anyone you don't know?
Robbie knows everybody.
This guy's got backstage.
He knows
passes at
everybody.
Grammys, Eric. He knows everybody.
He knows everybody.
How did you end up there? Well, my second cousin on my mother's side knows, Diana Ross. I'm like, yeah, there's got to be an in for this guy.
Yeah.
I love the guy. And he doesn't. Robbie Dizzle does not mail it in.
No. Robbie
And as
Dizzle
much
doesn't.
as I've had my beefs with Greg does not mail it in. There's a few who haven't mailed it in, come to think of it, isn't there? Don't mail it in, guys. Don't give up. Enjoy it.
Exactly.
I'll be
Enjoy
listening to
it.
you guys bitching starting next week. Yeah, we're not in it. I'm like, just then shut up and watch baseball this week. I will be.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we will be doing belt payoff baseball here. So that should be a lot of fun.
By the way, something I want to mention before I go. Cliff Martinez, I know you're a big baseball fan as well as hockey fan. Bernie Perrant died last week, Eric. So we didn't have a chance to mention that. I found out Saturday night, and then we had the hot corner. Couldn't bring it up. Couldn't bring up a whole lot of anything last night. We didn't even talk about the game last night on the show.
Huh.
We talked about everything but Bernie Perrant passed away. Do you know Bernie?
Don't know Bernie.
Bernie. Oh, Philadelphia Flyer. He also played in the old WHA for the Vancouver. He played for Vancouver. The Vancouver Blazers he played for. And he played for the Philadelphia Flyers, Eric. You must have seen him in the 70s. Remember the team that all they did was fight? The Broad Street Bullies. He was their goalie, and he had the white mask.
Mm.
He was a beaut. He was good. He's in the Hall of Fame. One of the greatest goalies. And then we had just lost Ken Dryden. Eric?
Yeah, I remember you talking about Ken Dryden.
Comes in threes.
Yeah, I know.
Good thing I wasn't very good on the ice. Come to think of it.
Oh my gosh.
I am drinking more water, so.
Hey, there you go, man. You got to do it. I'm telling you.
Eric lectured me. I said, geez, I haven't been
Gotta
feeling well.
drink
The
water.
heat's killing me, Eric.
Hydrate.
You hydrating?
Yep.
I do not want to do the show alone.
I'm telling you, dude.
I said, I may drop dead.
I heard about that. You know how many times I've heard about that in my Air Force career? Every summer, they call what they call the 100 days of summer. And boy, we got preached that every single damn day. Every single day.
Yeah.
Good times. Good
Right
times.
on, Cliff. Oh, I bet. And some of the places you've been, I guess you had to hydrate.
Few places, yeah. Absolutely.
Where was the hottest place you served?
UAE.
Oh, you're going to have
Hottest
to
place Arizona.
start again. Where was the hottest place you served, Eric? I don't know if everybody lost.
Hottest place was UAE as far as across the world, and then stateside Arizona.
Yeah.
UAE was
big uniforms on. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't comfortable. UAE, that's the first place I ever went to where I experienced 100 degrees in February with 100% humidity. Woo! That was rough. That was kind of rough.
Don't worry about it, Eric.
That they ain't got to worry about it anymore.
I'm heading on my scouting assignment.
In a couple of months, right?
No, around the 30th, I leave for Mexico for my scouting assignment. I'll be checking out the Mexican League, Eric.
Nice. It's the September 30th?
Yep.
Oh, no kidding.
October 30th.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like around November time. Yeah.
And if there's no Mexican ball, guys, just shut up. Don't even tell Eric because he'll just buy it. I'm going to go on vacation. Although we did put in the show, we did put in an effort. I did a show in the heat there last week.
Yeah, that was pretty damn cool.
That's one thing I like to do. If I'm going to be away on what I call it, Eric, I was away on assignment. I like to at least bring something to the table. So remember Tommy D and I did the show in Mexico.
Oh, I wonder what's going on with him. He's a big Yankees fan. Yankees are playing better ball, so.
That's one thing you can say about Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric, is we take it to new levels. We don't just sit idly by. Dude, we'll take it. The Doobie Brothers taking it to the streets.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, tomorrow.
We took it to Mexico.
Tomorrow may have a special guest.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah. It just triggered my mind when you were talking about that.
I know who it is. I know who.
Yep.
Who I think it is. I got his baseball card.
Yep, you got his baseball card. Exactly.
I have to get him to sign it for me.
He said Tuesday night would be good, so I will verify. So may have a special guest tomorrow.
We'll get him in the green room tomorrow night. I said, I'm going to shut down the show unless you promise you'll sign my cards for me. He seems like a good guy, too. I think he probably would.
Oh, he's awesome. Awesome.
I think he would. I think he was just happy. The look on his face, he didn't get over it. I said, is that your card? Whoops. I said, that's you, isn't it? He's like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, I had an old, geez, that was going back. He hasn't played for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yep. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I dug.
So be on the lookout for tomorrow, guys. We'll see how that works out.
Special guest.
All right, hey, good show. Wish the Giants won. Giants lose. Again, to recap, 6-5. Tomorrow, let's see real quick. I know Logan Webb is going for the Giants. I can't remember who. I think it's Palante. I think it's Palante going for St. Louis. Yes, Andre Palante will be the starting pitcher for the Cardinals, and for the Giants, the ace Logan Webb will be taking the ball tomorrow. 6:45 start.
Not that it matters, but enjoy the game.
Exactly. Enjoy the game. Let's see if Adames can get number 30, and see if Bryce Eldridge can go deep. Since everyone loves the long ball.
Are we mathematically eliminated?
Not yet. We may be before the game starts tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's just
maybe before the game starts tomorrow.
It's a matter of time. When you start getting into the magic numbers and saying, yeah, if they lose one game.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yep.
Oh, unless we run the table and they lose every game. Hey, it's baseball.
Hey, if that happens, holy crap. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that happens? My gosh.
Can only imagine.
All right, guys. We will be back tomorrow night. Again, special guest. He was on the show before. Jalal Leach, former MLB scout and former player. Had a lot of professional time in the minor leagues. Had one professional hit, but he's been a scout for a long time. The guy is awesome. Again, Jalal Leach will hopefully be joining us tomorrow evening. Should be good.
Thanks, Isabel. Thanks, Jay. Senior's been popping around there. He's talking baseball. He talks fantasy, but I like to keep it real. Right here on Giant Sports Talk Live. Eric, catch you tomorrow night. Same time, around the same time.
Yep, sounds
good. Same lovely station. And by the way, please support. Tomorrow I'll give it a double shot of sponsors. Support our sponsors.
There you go. They're all right down there.
We were so heated, we didn't even mention the sponsors on the hot corner last night. And you know how much that pissed me off.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do any of that. Man, no one did.
Dude, all we did was yell at people.
That's all we did is yell. Oh, but it was
you were in my core. You were like my, what do you call it? You were my, no, you were my cut man.
Oh, your wingman.
Yeah, once in a while I throw it a right jab, and Eric be like, right on. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, the whole Jung Hoo Lee and the mailing it in. It just can't. I can't do that. Can't do that. All right, let's get out of here.
Jung guys, be good. For us.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the players and the other teams, Eric. When they play for us, then I'll worry about it. But anyway, there's so much. I don't want to go down that road again. We're
good. It's all good.
I'm glad the playoffs will be upon us. Next week's going to be a whole lot of fun.
The good thing is, hey, it's just baseball, right? It's just baseball.
And even if we're out of it,
got to do it.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.